Hey everyone, so Norway back with another video review, and as you can see, I have my lovely fur baby Jazz in the background. I apologize for the condition of this review. I'm back to using my iPad at the moment. The phone I was using actually belonged to my sister, and I had to give it back to her. So I'm hoping to have a new one very soon. In the meantime, I'll just have to make do with what I've got. So they probably won't be quite as good as the last few that I've done. The biggest letdown with the iPad is, as you can see, it zooms in way too close. I've got to push whatever I've got my display on quite far away from me in order to get it into the frame decently enough, and that's part of why I'm not planning to actually transform the Arc. I'm just going to give you my thoughts and impressions on it. If you do want to know how to transform him or want help with anything like that, or mainframe, I will link put a link for Optibotimus's review of the Arc in this video, so there will be that. I've wanted the Arc since I heard we were getting it, and overall I absolutely love it. It looks fantastic. I mean, yes, there are some issues with it, obviously, but overall, I mean, you ignore the fact that, you know, it's got gaps, it doesn't tab in well, and it literally looks like it flew off the screen at you. Like, that part, they got fantastic. It looks amazing in that regard. And I'm going to display it with my Unicron, because I don't plan to take him out of his vehicle mode. I plan to leave him as the Arc. Excuse me. But yeah, probably my biggest gripe would be the tabbing issues with it. I know a lot of people have said in the past the side panels and that don't tab in very well. Mine don't tab in very well. The gap fillers, the gaps, they don't bother me quite so much. Probably because I'm not looking at it where I can really see them. I'm more just seeing the front end of it, as it were, and like sort of just the top, so I don't really see the back end all that much. I do know there are upgrade kits for the Arc. I probably won't get them because I just don't care that much. I really don't. But you know, apart from there being gaps and some tabbing issues, I do love the Arc. I do think it was well worth waiting for. It was well worth getting, and I'm so excited to have it in my collection. I'm excited to see what comes next for Legacy. Perhaps the other thing I was most excited for with the Arc was, of course, Mainframe, who you can take and have separate from the Arc. And this is probably what I love the most about it, is that you could have them displayed together without compromising the Arc itself. So I can leave him in vehicle mode and I can have Mainframe in robotic mode, or as Teletrain 1, as you can see off to the side, and it's not going to compromise anything. I can have them as two separate parts of the same display, and I absolutely love that. I think that was a great idea, and I do love how Mainframe turned out. Probably my biggest issue with him, apart from obviously there being no spot for you to put Sky Spy, would be that I've wish he would tab in a bit more securely. Some of the parts, I would have liked it if they were a bit more secure. But other than that, I like the way he looks, and I think overall it's a great set to have in the collection. Yeah, honestly, I absolutely love how this turned out. As I said, there are some issues, but they're not deal breakers for me. They're ones that I can live with. Yeah, they're annoying, but they're not going to stop me from enjoying him, and they're not going to stop me from buying it. So, yeah, no, I definitely think it is something to pick up if you're a fan of Transformers. Hopefully we might eventually see the Nemesis. That would definitely be cool. Maybe even see this repainted as animated Omega Supreme, because he did transform in the Transformers animated cartoon, and he was the Ark. Maybe have Trypticon as the Nemesis. That's what he was in Prime. They didn't know that's who he was. Or they may have forgotten. I'm not really sure on the lore concerning that. I just know that in Prime, they refer to the ship as the Nemesis, and it wasn't until Megatron got the bright idea to, hey, let's infuse the ship with dark energy. What could possibly go wrong? Well, that one came back to bite him in the ass, didn't it? And it was revealed that it was actually Trypticon, who I think was used as a jail in the Alliance continuity. I'm not 100% sure on that. But, yeah, I mean, it would be cool to see some of the other ships that we've seen in not just the original series, but throughout the franchise over time. Maybe a larger version of the ships from the movie. We might see them in the 86 line, or it might inspire them to do those ships. That would be cool, because then you could put them with the Ark and have, your own little Autobot armada, and yeah, I think that would be a fun idea. So, but overall, I do recommend getting the Ark if you haven't yet. It is definitely worth having. Like every other Titan they've created so far for the new Generations line, it is absolutely amazing the stuff that they've done with these guys. And I do recommend getting each and every Titan. Even I've got no ties to Scorponok whatsoever. I couldn't care less about him. But he's a Titan, so I grabbed him. But that's it for the review. The reviews are probably going to be staggered for a while longer, because there's just nothing new in my shops. I might be able to get some new pop vinyls, but it depends on whether dates get pushed or not. And there's just been no Transformers. There's been no new Transformers whatsoever. The last new Transformers I got were Jolt and Gnaw, and that was before Christmas. I haven't seen anything new yet, and America's already finding they're already finding Blaster, they're finding Soundwave, they're finding the new Core class, they're finding Starscream, and Australia, as usual, gets shafted. We're that far behind. It is not funny, and there's no guarantee we'll even see some of these figures here. So, it all comes down to what I can get my hands on, and when, as I say, I've got Jolt, I've got Gnaw, so I'll be able to do them. I've probably got a couple of other reviews I've forgotten to do over time, so I'll maybe do them as well, and I'll just try to stagger them as best I can, just until new stuff starts showing up. Excuse me. But that's it from me. So stay safe, stay kind, and remember to smile because you are beautiful, you are unique, and you should own it. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.